channel. Today I'm going to do my 33-week update. So we'll jump right into 33 weeks. So last week, I believe in my 30-week video, I said that we were going to be starting NSTs. We did not start NSTs until 32 weeks. So last week was my first week of NSTs. So I go in twice a week and I get bands put on my belly, the monitors, and we just watch the baby to make sure that she is moving, she is comfortable in there, nothing's wrong, and then I do get a weekly ultrasound to check on her, and I see my doctor every 2 weeks. Everything went really well so far. This baby hates to be touched, so when we get those monitors on me, she freaks out and she kicks at the monitors and she moves, and we're constantly chasing her around my belly. She's very active. This baby is quite active. I feel her all day and night, it feels like. And she is just, if anything is pushing or touching on my belly, she's going to kick at it and try and move because she's not having any of it. So that's making sleep very interesting because I am a side sleeper, and so when I lay, particularly when I lay on my left side, which I prefer to lay on, she is always burrowed down here in my left side, and when I lay on my left side when I sleep, she hates it. She kicks all night long, so then I'm going back and forth between my left side and my right side, and it's just, I'm not sleeping very well anymore because she is constantly awake. Also, I'm waking up to pee like 3 times a night. It takes me like 5 minutes to get out of bed and go to the bathroom, and then when I lay back down, I'm kind of awake, so it takes a minute to go back to sleep. So I'm definitely tired and starting to feel that restlessness at night and not sleeping very well, but I know that this is nothing compared to having a newborn, so I'm trying to just sleep as much as I can and power through it, go to bed earlier. If I can't sleep, I try and just at least lay in the dark and close my eyes. I don't like to have the TV on or anything because I feel like at least I'm trying to rest and I'm getting some sort of rest for the next day. Also, my heartburn has been way worse. I know the old wives' tale says that, if you have a lot of heartburn, then you typically have babies with hair. That was not the case with my first one. I had heartburn a lot. I think that was that I carried my first daughter so high that the acid reflux and heartburn was just so bad all the time because she came out and she had no hair. And she had no hair for almost a year and a half. So I'm not getting any expectations with this one, but she was very low. This baby was very low for a while, and I have noticed that she's moved up a little because my heartburn has kicked up, and I'm not feeling as much pressure as I was. So I do have those weekly ultrasounds, like I said, and we found out that this week the baby is transverse. So I did talk to my doctor about it, and at 33 weeks, she's not concerned. And she said that typically we don't worry about baby's position until 36 weeks. And then we'll talk about what we'll need to do from there. So I'm kind of not letting it bother me. And honestly, if the baby's breech and I have to go into a C-section, it's not ideal, but I'm team, let's get this baby out, whether it's vaginally or C-section, however we got to do it. So I'm not too worried. Like I said, she moves so much that I think she's just flipping around in there constantly, that I'm not worried about her being breech or anything, but if she is, we'll tackle it at that time. We still have a little bit of a ways to go. As well, when I went, so last week when I went for my NSTs, I went on Monday and Thursday. Monday is when we found out that she was transverse, so we found her heartbeat very high, like down here, or up here. Then when I went back on Thursday for my NST, we found her heartbeat all the way down here. So I'm thinking that she literally just flip-flops all day. But we'll see on Monday. We'll see on Tuesday if she's moved or not. As far as symptoms go, my back has started to really hurt. I'm starting to feel myself lean back when I walk. Like I can't if I stand too straight, I feel like I'm going to fall over. So I do feel like I'm getting that like pregnancy lean and starting to like waddle a little bit. I am very uncomfortable at this stage because, like I said, this baby moves so much. I just feel like she has no room and she's like literally elbowing herself all the time, and it's actually pretty painful. My first daughter did not move like this, and I never felt like this, so we'll see. I have started swelling a little bit more. I started swelling really early with this baby, so I don't know if anybody's ever noticed, but I've only been wearing my wedding band because I can't even get my wedding rings on it. My ankles get really swollen right now too, so I try and put my feet up as much as I can. I'm trying not to wear like any shoes that are too tight or any like thick socks with boots or anything like that, just to keep the swelling down because my feet are getting really hot. I am getting sick all of a sudden again, but I think it's because typically, so I am starting a little bit of, not necessarily morning sickness, just nausea here and there. I am kind of nauseous when I wake up in the morning, but I think it's because I'm eating less. I think that the baby is just running out of room in there, so my stomach is really cramped because I'm not having much of an appetite like I used to. And when I do eat, I get full really fast, and so I'm not eating as much. And typically in my pregnancies and early pregnancy, when I don't keep up eating, I get sick and I get nauseous. So I'm thinking that maybe that's where that's coming from, but I am feeling a little bit of nausea, but it can be completely normal, and it's just, it's pregnancy. Hey, it's not a walk in a park. So other than that, I am feeling okay. I'm very much over it at this point. With my daughter, I loved being pregnant every second of every day. This time, I'm just over it, and I'm ready to meet her, but at the same time, I'm not ready for 2 children. I'm kind of freaking out. That's the other thing this week that I'm really starting, or even just the last couple of weeks, I'm really starting to feel mom guilt. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have 2 children. I'm taking away any time from my daughter now, Fiona, and I'm just going to spring this newborn on her, and she's going to freak out, and what if I don't have time for her? Those feelings have very much been present, so I've been trying to spend as much time with her as I can and really soak up these moments of just me and her, or even just me, her, and my husband, because it's never going to be like this again. And I'm starting to, like, when I had her, when I was pregnant with my first daughter and I had her, I was so excited to meet her. I never stopped to like enjoy my time with just me and my husband towards the end. I was like, I just can't wait for this baby to be here. And then when your whole life changes, those are moments you can never get back. So I am excited to have a second baby, and I am so thrilled to be growing our family, but I'm trying to take it slower and trying to just really enjoy these last few weeks of just my daughter, because it'll never be the same. And I don't want her to feel like we're getting another baby and she's not going to be as important, because she is just as important. And so I'm really starting to feel those feelings. I am starting to get very nervous about having 2 children. I'm starting to really be anxious about it. And I think it coincides with that mom guilt. What if I don't have time for both of them? How can I possibly love another baby as much as I love my daughter now? And what am I going to do with 2 kids? But I am taking a full 12 weeks of maternity leave, which I am so thankful for. So that'll be really nice to be able to get adjusted.